What is going on, guys? CPI comes out in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Insurance.
Welcome back to Squawk Box. We're a little more than a minute away now from July CPI inflation data. Ahead of those numbers, futures up 14 points higher on the Dow, NASDAQ up 5 points, 8 points. The S&P 500 moving around up 5 points. Treasuries, again, all this is likely to move around quite soon from now. 10-year at 3.831. The 2-year at 3.935. We got Rick Santelli standing by at the CME in Chicago. We got Steve Leisman at the table here. Rick, ahead of those numbers, what should we be expecting? What do you think is going to move this market?
Well, I think that these numbers, whether they're a little warm or not, almost doesn't matter. We have the new split decision now aiming towards the labor side weakness to be the green light potentially for a September rate cut. Maybe this number will decide whether it's going to be a quarter point or half a point. The market at least seems undecided, and we're getting close enough for that. For the Fed futures and options to be accurate because the meeting's getting so close. Usually when you're within 3 weeks a month, you really can count on the numbers, and you can count on the Fed to be cognizant of the numbers. And if there's an issue, they will raise it. The other thing that we really need to talk about is timing. If it's not a data-dependent Fed and the labor market now trumps inflation, and inflation is the biggest obstacle in the election, it's a biggie whether they ease. And the numbers are hitting the wires right now for the July Consumer Price Index. Headline number coming in as expected, up 0.2%. Up 0.2% on headline number follows yet unrevised down 0.1. So we went from basically the weakest, the biggest negative month-over-month change, a positive in CPI since COVID 2020, and now we're at a level that we haven't seen really since April when we were up at 0.3. If you look at ex-food and energy, exactly as expected as well, up 0.2. The issue is, of course, it's following 0.1, which, just like the last number, was comping towards the first several months of COVID. Now, if we look at the year-over-year numbers, and I think these are always important, we're making some progress. 2.9% on year-over-year CPI. We're expecting 3%. In the rearview mirror was 3%. 3% was the best, the lowest CPI year-over-year rate going back to March of 2021. So this is indeed good progress, and that number in 21 was 2.6, so we stay comped to the same time period. And finally, if you look at the year-over-year core ex-food and energy, we made progress, but it's as expected. 3.2% in the rearview mirror was 3.3. 3.3 was the lowest year-over-year rate on the core since April of 21 when it was 3%. Now, many don't look at the following, but I always look at the following, the indices. If you look at the CPI actual index, it was at an all-time high last time at 314.175, a new all-time high, 314.54. And if you look at core, same scenario. If you look at the all-time high, 318.346, came out at 318.872. Now, those numbers might not mean a lot to people. That was core index. But those indices have never been higher. Never been higher. So that really represents the definition of disinflation versus deflation. We have less inflation, but the indexes keep climbing higher pretty much every month. How did the market synthesize all this data? Well, prior, the 10-year was at 382. Now it's at 386. So we've gone from down 2 to basically up a couple. And if we look at the 2-year, it went from 392 up to 398. Now, just to be fair, we were very close to 15.5-month low close on the 2-year prior to the number and a 13-month low close on the 10s. Kind of close. About a week ago, we made those levels. And that's what I want to point out. And that has pushed the dollar index, if it closed where it is now, to a 7-month low. Let's throw it to the panel to debate. But once again, I wanted to bring up, it's about timing. If the Fed eases 50 basis points in September and inflation is a big election plank, how does that look to the general public? Andrew, back to you.
Okay. Rick, stay with us. So for more on the new inflation data, I want to bring in Joe Livornia, chief economist at SMBC Nikko Securities America, Lauren Goodwin, New York life investments economist, and our own Steve Leisman. Steve, you're sitting there. I can see you just squinting at those numbers.
I want to read you something here. Okay, so it looks like a lot of the increase here was an increase in shelter prices. I pointed this out in the prior report that I was watching that. You went from 0.3 to 0.4. I want to double check that number on, I think it was owner's equivalent rent. I want to double check that. So yeah, owner's equivalent went from 0.3 to 0.4, and this represented a big part of the total increases out there. Beneath the surface, it looks kind of disinflationary or I don't want to say deflationary, but other stuff looks very well contained. Energy at 0, food at 0.2. So I'm gonna let the panel take this away, except to point out, while Rick may or may not like the government likes Rick because it's reporting that used cars and trucks fell 2.3%, and we know Rick loves his classic cars.
That was expected.
Yeah, but it's just another month in a row, 1.5 down after up in the prior month, 2.3 down. These are big declines. And what's happening, Melissa, the reason it's expected is because the government numbers are catching up with the private sector auction numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe Livornia, I will start with you, sir. I would like you to pretend you're inside the head of Jay Powell right this minute. You're thinking what?
Yeah, I don't know if I want that, Andrew, but a couple of things I just want to add to what Steve was saying is if you look at the Supercore, that was just up 0.21. That's a soft reading. Prior month was slightly negative, but that's a very soft reading at 0.21. And the core CPI, which is broader, that was a 0.17, so it rounded up to 0.2. So these are good numbers that Steve was alluding to. If I'm Jay Powell, I'm cutting 50 in September. Ooh. That would be consistent with the last 3 cutting cycles where they started with 50 in January of 01, September of 07, and then, of course, the pandemic.
That's
interesting. So you're not going to 25 basis points, and this is more based on a historical. But that has nothing to do with today's numbers. It sounds like.
No, I think it does because this will give them the confidence that the inflation numbers are moderating. The labor market is central, as Rick had said earlier. But as long as they're comfortable on inflation, that's going to be a catalyst for 25. If they're worried about the labor market, and the last report was pretty soft, they'll go 50 because the Fed has told us, Jay Powell has told us, that rates are too high relative to neutral. So why are you waiting and just going incrementally? Make a bigger move, and the hope is that you would have to do less easing later.
Can I just point out that the market somewhat disagrees with Joe? I think I agree with his reasoning on that, but it went a little bit more towards a 25 on the probabilities for September. They're very volatile. They may change while we're talking.
Because if you think inflation is not going to be the problem, then you got to figure out how much of it is really an employment story, and then I don't know where you land there, right? And that's got to be the analysis. Lauren, what do you think?
I completely agree with the trend of what we're discussing, which is that the market narrative has meaningfully shifted in the last couple of weeks away from inflation being the key risk to positioning and towards a broadening and weakness in the labor market being really, really what the market and the Fed are looking for in that difference between 25 and 50 basis points. The Fed told us that they didn't need to see disinflation accelerate. They just needed to see more data in line with what we've seen in the last couple of months. That's what we're seeing today. And so this data point to me points to 25 basis points in September, but consecutive 25 basis point cuts from there. We're looking at an inflationary environment and PPI data yesterday that suggests PCE deflator, which is what the Fed really watches, is likely to move lower. And so I don't think that this points to a need for faster cutting than that 25 basis points. We'll have to look to the labor market report on September 6th to confirm that.
So, Joe, I mean,
all right, so inflation
point,
came in better than expected, 2.9%. What? J-Rod, you know what time it is here, bro? It's 5:38 a.m., and you're already being an annoying fuck. I'm explaining what we just heard. Chill. Give us 2 weeks free trial. Come on, bro. You don't go into a Lamborghini dealership and beg for a discount, dude. You pay what you get for. You get what you pay for. Yeah, it is super bright in here. I can't take it in the morning, bro. I hate it. I hate looking at these lights at 5 in the morning, to be honest. So inflation came in as expected for the month over month. Year over year came in at 2.9%, as I suspected it might, versus 3%. I think that the PPI numbers yesterday, I don't know if you guys were around, but the PPI numbers gave us a 2.5% day on the NASDAQ, and it was a almost 2% day on the S&P 500. So a lot was front ran. That's why I said I expect. Is this good? What does good mean, Chef Maddox? Describe what good means. So I expect there to be some flatness, maybe even fade the move. Lower today. However, this does point to the fact that this is the first inflation report at 2 point something since 2021, since really after the pandemic. This is the first time that we see inflation at 2 point something percent, which is wild. I need to get over this hump. I'm up 300 per contract on oil. I copied this trade, but I want it to get over the hump to these equal highs up here at 79.09. So looking for that to happen. But, this is the first CPI print that's at 2 point something, which is insane, right? So that will give impetus for the Fed to then institute a rate cut in September. Now, remember that we have Jackson Hole, which is not an official Fed meeting, but hold on, let's see, FOMC watch tool, which is not an official Fed meeting, right? But the Fed is going to treat it like a Fed meeting. And we are likely going to see whether Jerome Powell at Jackson Hole talks about, the certainty of a cut in September or the certainty of not cutting in September. I think we will get a big clue on August 23rd, which is when Jackson Hole is. But right now, as you can see, the updated numbers for this, almost certain now that the Fed cuts by 25 basis points, almost 50-50, whether the Fed cuts by 25 or the Fed cuts by 50. But there is no scenario being priced in right now where the Fed doesn't cut, that worries me a little bit, because even though inflation is 2.9%, we have seen in the past where, the Fed cuts prematurely, like in the early 80s, where the Fed cuts prematurely and then inflation comes roaring back. So, that does kind of worry me a bit, because there is a chance, in my view, that the Fed doesn't cut. That chance is still on the table. And if the market is not pricing it in and the Fed doesn't cut in September, then obviously the market doesn't like surprises. So it is kind of surprising to me that there isn't even a little bit of an inkling that the Fed doesn't cut in September. We don't have a Fed meeting in August. Like I said, we have Jackson Hole, which is a symposium on August 23rd. But we do not have a Fed meeting. So September 18th is the next Fed meeting. So between now and September 18th, we'll get another unemployment print and we'll get another CPI print. Is that enough for the Fed to cut in September? I don't know. It is good news that inflation is down to 2 point something percent, but in terms of the market itself, everyone was acting like it was the end of the world last week, which because of that situation that happened with Japan on Monday, the S&P 500 is only down 4% from all-time highs. NASDAQ is only down 8% from all-time highs, right? Nvidia absolutely screaming up. In 7 days, Nvidia's up 30%. And guess what? We ended up buying Nvidia last week. I told you guys that, everyone was saying they would cut their arm off to be able to buy Nvidia in the 90s. That was one of the things we bought. So here's what we bought. SOXL, Nvidia, QQQ, SPY, Amazon, and, you know, already up 20-something% on SOXL, already up 30-something% on Nvidia, while everyone was panicking, screaming their heads off. My oil position right now is up 400 per contract. I might take this off here. I really like this trade, but I might take this off here. We do have a bearish breaker, and we are still in the midst of news, so I actually might take this off here at 350-ish per contract. Let's see. Come on. Bro, take me out of the position. Okay, there. So already one successful trade on the day, 350 per contract on oil. Obviously ended up copying that. I have my Windows machine on the other side, but ended up copying that across all of my accounts as well. So a nice little bag there so far. Hopefully we can find a trade on NQ or ES, but this trade was basically I think we have more to go in the high time frame. I might open up a positional trade in my Thinkorswim for multiple days, but, you know, coming off of this breaker, this 4-hour fair value gap, we have these equal highs here at 80.17. So I might open up this trade, a larger trade, swing trade that I can't hold in my prop accounts, because you can't trade overnight in your prop. But already bagged a nice $350 per contract trade on oil. What was I saying? Yeah, I was saying, man, if you guys missed out, I don't know what groups you guys are in or who you follow on Twitter, all the fear porn. This is the end of the world. But, you know, like I said, everyone was claiming that they were going to buy Nvidia if it hit below 100, that it would be a gift. Nvidia gave you $91. And most people, unless you were, you know, part of our trading floor, most people did not buy that. All the people that I follow on Twitter were like rejecting the idea of buying Nvidia at 35% down, which is wild to me. We already made 30%, could sell it now, even though Nvidia reports earnings in 2 weeks, could easily sell it now. 30% is more than most people make in the stock market in 2 years. And we made that in 7 days. So just saying. For those asking, the link is at the top of the comment. If you're on YouTube, the link is at the top of the comments. If you wanted to sign up to the trading floor, it is open now. Still monitoring this CL, just curious if we do get to that level up there, but already booked this, already bagged it. Because we are in the midst of news, and there is a bearish unicorn right here, the breaker with the fair value gap. And I'm happy. I gained more than 2-to-1 on this. I bought a lot at 92.5. That's awesome. My brother-in-law is still waiting to buy Nvidia. Amazing. Hank D says, I'm part of the Discord and I bought at 92. Yeah, man. Don't let these dumbasses tell you that hell is coming. And even if it comes, you're buying Nvidia at 91. That is insane. When are you selling it? When it's time for me to buy your mom some flowers. I don't know. When are you selling it? Would you play the short move on CL2? No, dude. I got in on NQ 3-minute off VWAP. Oof. You are... when am I selling it? Honestly, for me, it's a long-term buy. I am going to trade Nvidia. Ivan says she'll like that. What a boss. What a boss. Ivan is funny. I do have okay, so I back tested a earnings trade on Nvidia that now I kind of wish I opened yesterday, but I back tested an earnings trade on Nvidia. I'll share it with you because I put it in here. So if you open 2 weeks before earnings, right? If you open a put spread, you short the 75 delta, you long the 50 delta. These are puts. This is a bull put spread, not a bear put spread. So you were selling this put spread, right? If you look at this 75% win rate in the last 12 earnings, if you open this, the average return's 85%. Of course, you're going to have idiots trying to guess like it's Vegas, buying calls or puts. That's not trading, guys. That's not trading. That's just guessing and gambling, which, trust me, is a lot funner in Vegas. A lot funner in Vegas. So when I trade earnings, if I have an edge based on data, then I'll trade it. If I don't have an edge, then I won't touch it, right? But shorting the 75 delta put, longing the 50 delta put gives you a nice credit put spread with a 75% win rate over the last 12 earnings. So this is what I would likely do probably today, 2 weeks before earnings. Yeah, I'll see what the move is today. Hopefully we get, honestly, a little bit of a red day today to go back in long, at least on this name. But yeah, it is wild to me that the treasury yields are up a little bit. They are kind of fading this move. Not by a lot, but the fact that CPI came in lower means that the dollar and yields should go lower. And right now, the dollar is flat, and yields are the 10-year yields hovering at 3.8 after hitting a low of 3.66 on Black Monday. Did you buy CMG yesterday? You know what? I actually bought CMG a couple weeks back. I think I bought it at 50-ish, and it's still where it's at. It does suck that we kind of dropped 7.5%, but I think that is short-lived. You know, the CEO of Chipotle had already left. It's not like he stepped down yesterday, right? The CEO of Chipotle, I believe, had already left, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe that that he had already left, and then yesterday it was announced that Starbucks had poached him. But it's not like he stepped down yesterday to then go to Starbucks. Why not other high probability strats for earnings? I don't know what that means. Who said not? Who said not? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Just because I showed you one strat does not preclude me from trading other strats. Not sure what you're referring to or why you're being so myopic. Ooh, that was a perfect take profit, man. So far. $350 per contract take profit on crude oil. By the way, we trade live every single day at market open. So if you want to trade live with me, I don't show up to YouTube often because I love our group, man. I love our little crowd. I can't. It's hard. It would be hard for me to trade optimally and not get inundated with all the questions and the trolling and all this stuff. Everyone getting out of CMG for Starbucks because of CEO. Wow, this guy is early to the party. What's your strategy with Tesla? I bought at 196. I will have a strategy for Tesla at some point. But if you're talking about just the stock itself, yeah, we are finally breaking out of these inside days, right? I mentioned that Tesla has a habit of creating these inside days. You see this time and time again, right? Like you look back in June, we had 4 inside days before this rally. You look now, we have 5 inside days before this rally. So I think you'll start to see news come out about its event in October. But yeah, I mean, we're finally breaking out of that. And if you look at the volume, this is the one thing that's concerning to me, I'll be honest, is the volume on this breakout is not great. So if you look, when we broke out of these inside days here, right? Look at this volume. It's insane. And yesterday, granted, it's only one day, so I will want to see the following days. But this volume is paltry compared to the above average volume that we saw in this breakout. So volume does need to pick up a little bit. You get in CMG when everyone's exiting. Yes, I bought CMG. Oh, you're telling Exhumed? Yeah. Are put sellers on the SPY getting work today? What does that even mean? Are put sellers on the SPY getting work today? What the fuck does that even mean? Market's not even open. What? How would I even answer that? I have to pull out my dictionary with these big words. Sorry. I'll dumb it down. I'll dumb it down. Apologies. I don't mean to make you pull out your dictionary. He's asking what? Christine says, I love COG. Pause, Christine. This is a family show. The hell? Don't read Christine's message if you're under 18. CMG? Sorry, not my fault. You wrote COG. I was like, COG. I don't know what that means, but it sounds a lot like something else. It's a family show, Christine. Let's keep it PG rated. We don't have to keep it G rated, but PG. Brian says, child of God. No trades yet. No trades yet. OG rated. I like that, Luke Skywalker. He's been skiing all night. Are you talking about me? It's 100 degrees here. I wish I was skiing. Well, snowboarding. I don't ski, but it's also 5 in the morning, bro. This is for the moms and clowns. Yes, you glasses. See, that's why I can't deal. I can't deal with the YouTube crowd. Okay. How do I show this to you? I can't pull my camera off of. You know how bright these lights are? I mean, look at my skin color. That should tell you how bright these lights are. Okay? These lights, actually, you could probably see them in my glasses. These lights are so bright. They're not the first thing that I want to look at 5 in the morning. All right? I'm doing this for y'all. When I go live in the Discord, a lot of times I won't even put the camera on because I don't want to stare at these lights. The first thing that I like to look at in the morning is the sun. I don't like to wake up in the dark and look at these lights. It's not good for your circadian rhythm. It's not good for the next night when you're trying to get into REM sleep or deep sleep. It's not good. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. So you will have to deal with the sunglasses. That's all right. That's all right. When I give you a fire-ass trade, you won't give a fuck what I'm wearing. So turn your camera off. Why don't you get the fuck out the stream, Jeffrey Harris? How about that? All right. So, see, Cameron, thank you so much. One nice person on YouTube. Nursing a hangover. Oh, my God, bro. Alan Chen. I thought you were one of the cool ones, Alan Chen. I thought you were one of the cool ones. Lewis, what's going on, brother? Alan Chen, just as much of a dork as the rest of them. Sorry to say. I was rooting for you, Alan. I really was. One of my best friend's names was Steve Chen. And I thought you guys would come from the same family tree. Apparently, not all Chens are cool. Z on that Zaza. Do you know when the last time I smoked weed? This is on my mother's grave. The last time I smoked weed was in the year 2001. I was 20 years old. That's the last time I smoked weed. Hand to God. That's on my mother's grave. The last time I smoked weed was 2001. Happy T thinks he's a stand-up comedian. He's one of these guys that like desperately tries to be funny, but fails on a daily basis. All right. For those of you that just joined late, CPI came in as expected, month over month, 2.9% year over year versus 3% expected. So came in for the first time since 2021 at 2 point something percent, right? It hasn't been under 3% since 2021. In 2021 was the last time that I met Happy T's mom. It was at an Irish pub in Santa Monica. That was the last time I saw her. When is the next CPI? Oh my God. We just had one. You want another one? The next CPI is, I want to say September 15th. Let me see. I'll tell you. I think September 14th. The next CPI is, an ominous day, September 11th. Is the next CPI. What's going on, Rosie? What's going on, Toby? Why are you so cranky? I'm dealing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you. You guys forget it's 5 in the morning here. When I was in New York, streaming CPI was actually at a decent time. It was 8:30. In California, it's 5:30. Smirnoff Jet Ski. I love that name. Appreciate you, man. Dexter Mendoza, what's going on? If there's no Fed pivot yet, can the markets attempt to go higher? Yeah, I think so. We've had, you know, this whole time, we have rates have been going up, and then they've been paused at 5.25. And even though we have been failing CPI after CPI until the last one, the market still kept going higher. I do think that the market, even if the Fed doesn't cut, there'll be an initial shock, like a surprise. And then I think the market can continue to go higher. I would actually, to be honest, I would actually prefer that the Fed not cut so early. Will you ever move back to the East Coast? Not full time. Not full time. Yeah, I honestly I like California more than New York. I think New York as a city is awesome, but man, I like being around the nature. Like when I got back from New York and I went outside in the morning, like early morning, and I saw stars in the sky. I was like, man, I don't remember the last time I saw stars in the sky. I've just been staring at buildings the whole time. So I do like the beach and the greenery and the open skies a lot better than I do like New York, to be honest. And I love New York, don't get me wrong. I love New York. But I can't be there for too long. Time to move to Chicago or Texas? You're funny. I do not like Chicago. I don't like the cold, bro. Spy calls it open. Yeah, tell me how that goes. Ever been to Colorado? Yeah. Why are you wearing shades today? Says Karan Kumar. Karan Kumar says, why are you wearing shades today? I'm sick of explaining this, bro, because I'm staring at these bright lights right here. Did you buy a house in Japan? The fuck? Karan Kumar, go back to sleep, bro. Ever been to Happy T's mama's crib? Yeah, it's filthy. She's a hoarder. I swore never to go back there again. Bullish on Nvidia? I think you're a bit late, dude. I think you're really late. Nvidia gave you a gift on a platter. A gift, an absolute gift. I want you to look at something. This was August 5th, right? The day that the world was supposed to end. Look what I added on Nvidia. Look what I added on in my portfolio. Nvidia in the 90s. Of course, now that it's up 30% in 7 days, you're going to ask if you can buy Nvidia. What happened 7 days ago? Romizi, what's going on, bro? All right, so here's what I'm waiting for. Real talk. Here's what I'm waiting for on the indices. I'm waiting for... We already had a trade on CL, for those that missed it. We had a CL long. I longed it from here. Took 350 per con on crude oil. Now, what I'm looking for from the market, from the indices, right, NASDAQ and S&P 500, we have this 4-hour, we have this 4-hour fair value gap here, right? And what I'm looking for is for us to start digging in here. Now, on the daily, this is represented as one big honking order block. You can see this order block. It's this green candle here. So an order block on the higher time frame can be a fair value gap on the lower time frame. So what I'm looking to do is to what I'm looking for it to do is to hopefully creep up in here. As I think that might be the draw on liquidity here. And then, you know, and then go from there. So if that is the draw on liquidity, you know, if my draw on, so let's say here on, let's just take ES, right? We have this 4-hour fair value gap here. It's this up here, right? If that's my drawn liquidity, then what I want to see after the open is I want to see some sort of liquidity sweep here that gives me an indication that we want to go higher. Did you have a position before the split for CMG and Nvidia? Hell no. Who buys stocks before a split? You buy stocks after a split. I've done analysis on this time and time again that you tend to get at least a 20% decline on stocks after a split. Look at Google, look at Amazon, look at Apple, look at, now Nvidia, look at Microsoft, look at any stock after a split. Look at Tesla, right? You tend to see a 20 to 30% drop. So a split is for all the dum-dums to buy on the day of the split. For some reason, they think the split means they're going to make money. The split for smart money is a sell the news event, right? So the stock leads up, and then after the split, it tanks, and all the dum-dums who bought it cheap, you know, like say Tesla was trading at 1,500 before the split, right? All the small money, let's just not call them dumb money. All the small money can't afford shares of Tesla at 1,500, but they can afford shares of Tesla at 150, right? So all the dum-dums will buy the stock when it becomes cheaper, but even though it's the same exact market cap, right? It's just more shares. They're just divvying it. It's like having, instead of $100 bill, it's like having 5 20s, right? That's what a split is. The market cap stays exactly the same. So all the dum-dums buy it cheap, and all of the smart money will sell it to them and take profits. This is why you tend to see the stock tank after, after splits. So if you're asking me why I buy something after a split, it's because this is what happens after a split. SMCI split is going to be nice. People don't even know what SMCI does. That's the funny thing. I see all these people online talk about SMCI, and they think that SMCI is a chip company. They don't even know what SMCI is. They think it's an expensive chip company, and they think Nvidia. And that's it. But Google, if you're interested, Google what SMCI actually does. It's so funny that people will put in thousands of dollars in a stock just based on the ticker symbol that they read online. They don't even care to look at the actual business model. Exactly. They make racks. Racks on racks on racks. Exactly. Will NASDAQ drop, you think? Yes, NASDAQ will drop and rally and drop and rally every single day. What happened to Starbucks yesterday? You can easily Google this. They hired the ex-Chipotle CEO. Did you have a position before the splits? No. Shahid Khan. What's up, man? Can you look at CL? I already traded CL. Took profits on that if you joined late. No, I'm not shorting CL here. Look at the high time frame, dude. The high time frame should prevent you from shorting here. Thoughts on Chipotle after CEO has gone. When did the CEO leave? Mo. How about you look that up? When did the CEO leave? I have 50K in Tesla. Will it drop in 17 minutes? I love that you put 50K in a ticker symbol and are asking a random person on YouTube whether your position is safe. Toxic stream. Well, feel free to leave, bro. Why are you here? No one asked you to be here. I do this free for y'all. Trying to find you guys a trade. If you want to leave, feel free to leave, dude. No one's forcing you to stay here. What I'm waiting for is an indication of a liquidity sweep here. Half the people asking questions are NPCs. I agree, bro. Do you buy a pre-market or wait till open? I have no idea what you're talking about. Antonio Sandoval, what's going on, man? I have my life savings in Nikola on my safe. Yeah, that's a great investment. I'm glad you chose that over real estate. Very smart. Your wife must be proud. If Z sees a if Z sees a setup he shows, yeah, I trade live, man. And we will take a trade live. Milan Patel, your wife is awesome, bro. Just say I don't know. What are you talking about? I wasn't able to shift into bonds when you did way back, but curious if you still have time before the first cut to find good entries. I mean, honestly, dude, you're just gonna have to buy on pullbacks. There's no magic formula. Like either you pull the trigger when it's optimal and nobody's buying, or you just have to wait until pullbacks. Honestly, like what people wish and hope that they can rewind the clock, or that's not how the stock market works, man. The stock market rewards you for taking the stock market rewards you for taking the risk when nobody else does, right? And you know what's so ironic about that? I was thinking about this, and when I write a book, I'm going to put it in there. But it's so funny that, like, for instance, in bonds, right? It's not even that much of a risk. Like when you have Nvidia that's down 35%, but then you look at Nvidia's balance sheet and its income statement, you're like, wait, is it really that much of a risk for me to buy Nvidia down 35%? Or is it a bigger risk for me to buy it when its valuation is inflated, right? So the funny thing is people perceive risk to be higher when something is undesirable. So, back when I got into bonds in November of 2023, it was because nobody was looking at bonds. But if you just had a little bit of foresight, you would have known that, the Fed is likely going to start cutting soon. Then it gave you a nice pullback. So there were a couple chances to get into bonds. And now we have rallied. And so it's like, is it too late to buy? It's not, there isn't a timer, but obviously it's less optimal than before. you know, you can't turn back the clock, unfortunately. So you just have to buy in pullbacks if bonds is what you want to position in. You know what I mean? Thank you for all the call outs for the last couple of years. Decided to finally put some of those gains into Schwab. Hell yeah, good job. Is Stockmo a good trader? I've never watched him trade. I would venture to say most people cannot handle day trading. So if you notice, like most of the stock YouTubers that you follow, right, whether it's me or someone else, if they're giving like macro, if they're giving a macro picture, in general, they're probably not a good day trader. Not saying they don't have the skills to. I'm just saying that it's a completely different focus. I don't know many people that do macro analysis and day trade. You could probably count them on one hand, like any of the big personalities online in the finance world. Like, who do you know that does macro and then day trades? It's not a common thing, honestly. They're completely different sports. Now, someone doesn't have to be a good day trader to be a good trader, right? Like, there's someone I know who is a boss swing trader. And by boss, I mean, like, holy shit, like millions of dollars made in swing trading commodities, right? So holding positions for months. That's still a trader. But, you know, he's not day trading. So is what's this guy's name? Stockmo. Is Stockmo a good trader? I don't know. He might be a good swing trader. I would doubt very much if he's a good day trader. Only because, you know, most people who do macro analysis are not really day traders. Half the people asking questions are looking for answers from a person who usually gives advice without the snarkiness. Just say, I don't know. Gosh. Wow, who's this sensitive guy? Who is this sensitive guy? Sensitive guy, send me your info. I'll send you edible arrangements. Hopefully you feel better. Dude, I'm just messing around while also providing education. I'm just messing around with you guys. Can you show your long holdings in the Discord? Like what I bought? No, if you're in the Discord, you can see it. But I bought SOXL, QQQ, Nvidia, Tesla, obviously when it was in the 150s. I don't buy a ton of stuff. I wait for the right moment. Off topic, but a frother is an amazing investment. The hell is a frother, Rahul? Is that like a fluffer? What's a frother? Like a milk frother? Yeah, amazing investment if you are a baby and you drink your coffee with milk. My coffee's black, bro. I don't need to froth shit. Meet Kevin called the dip this month. Wow, the 4% dip. That's amazing. I've been in TMF for a year and a half. Not great to hold the leverage ETF. Cameron, appreciate your donation to St. Jude's, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. T Black as well. Thank you so much, man. Stock Mo is a bit dodgy in my opinion. What makes you say that? Curious. Keenan Grace. Stock Mo will lead you broke. Wow. Not a lot of love for Stock Mo. Mo's not a good swing trader either. Not a lot of love for Stock Mo. Too woke, says Sam Lee. Bro, can I get an edible arrangement? Yeah, I'll send you an edible arrangement. All the sensitive guys get edible arrangements today. All the sensitive motherfuckers. You psycho. Why? Because I drink coffee black? That's the only way to drink it, bro. Where the heck you been? I've been away from YouTube. Do you like Nespresso? No. I like black coffee. Fluffer is a great investment. Oh, you guys crack me up. All right, the market opens in 6 minutes. And I want to see if I can find a trade. Is Neo Trader. Stockmo is a clown. Wow, you guys really have a lot of opinions on him. But he really pumped Neo. Who's the commodities guy you're talking about? He's not even on YouTube, dude. He's not on social media. He's just a guy I know personally. Literally made millions of dollars swing trading commodity futures. And he'll hold the position. Like it'll be up like $700,000 and he'll just hold it based on his analysis. What is the best platform to use? That's like saying, what are the best basketball shoes to buy? If you suck at basketball, it doesn't matter. If you suck at trading, it doesn't matter. Use whatever is available to you. The platform is not going to make you bad or good. Ah. All right. Market opens in 4 minutes. Juan, appreciate your donation, brother. Thank you so much, man. Is the CPI Dada good? Yes, the CPI Dada is good. Jordan 9s make you instantly better. Jordan 9s are probably the worst shoes to play ball in. They didn't release full-length zoom until the Jordan 12s, which are like clouds on your feet. Jordan 12 and up is when they started using full-length zoom. But Jordan 9s are horrible to play ball in. That's going to mangle your feet, bro. It's not about the ankle tape. It's about the cushioning. It just has like a tiny air unit. All right. I'm hoping for, or not hoping, but what I'm looking to see is how far up this imbalance are we going to go on NQ and ES. Already took a trade in crude oil, took profits on that. Now I'm looking to see what the indices do. You know what I would prefer? I would actually prefer us taking the data lows first on the S&P 500 before a move up. Nike? Yeah, I bought Nike on the dip for sure. Yes, that's the issue. If they cut, they won't raise the next meeting. What? Dr. Horton, hopefully you're not a real doctor. What do you mean if they cut, they won't raise? Yeah, of course. That's like saying if it goes up, it's not going to go down. CrowdStrike? Yeah, CrowdStrike was one of my buys too. As a matter of fact, CrowdStrike, I had... I also sold cash secure puts yesterday. I sold cash secure puts on CrowdStrike. We closed those for 95% yesterday. That's a paradox. Yeah. It's like Schrodinger's cat. It's unsolvable. Shout out to those of you who know what Schrodinger's cat is. That is the paradox of all paradoxes. Did you also buy CrowdStrike stock? Yes, dude. Yes, I bought CrowdStrike stock. But all this stuff, I mean, in my view, you're late on. Be careful on CrowdStrike. Yeah, be careful. It's only up $50 a share. Nobody knows quantum physics in here. I would do a whole live stream on quantum physics. Rojando Stevens. Love you, bro. Hope your day gets better. What a nice guy. I hope you have a good day too, Rojando. Chipotle's future. It's going bankrupt, bro. Why is Kramer on my screen? Do you think futures or Forex prop firms will go in anytime soon? I don't know about Forex prop firms in the U.S. Futures, definitely no. I'm not the best person to ask about Forex prop firms. All right. So what I'm looking at now, after the market just opened a minute ago, we have this consolidation. We have this manipulation. And I want to see if we get... Oh, and we have SMT divergence. NQ making a higher high, ES making a low... NQ making a higher high, as you see here. ES making a lower high. Yep, exactly, Frankie. Exactly. So what I want to see now, do we get a close below this, turning this into an inverted gap? I should have turtle souped that SMT, honestly. ES looks a little bit weaker so far, but not in the clear yet. Hell yeah. Keep going. Keep going, baby girl. I hope it doesn't just stop at this swing low. That would be tragic. That would be tragic, son. I wanted to at least take out 54, 57, 75. This is the S&P 500. Let's go. Come on, son. Up 225 now. Don't stop there. Nice. Up 300, guys. 350. Let's go. 400. Done. Done. Who else trades live with you guys? 400 per contract. Done. Fernando Partida. Nobody gives a shit, bro. That's rude. Hell yeah. Took it to that low right there, baby. That's all we need for the day. I copied that across my accounts too. I don't want to pull my screen over here, but I copied that across all my accounts. So Dunzo, that's all we need. Guess what? You know what time it is, bro? It is 6:35 my time. Do I need to trade today? No. Not anymore. If you could have taken that on NQ2, I took it on ES. One, the risk management's a little better because it moves slightly slower than NQ. So on a news day, I wanted to make sure I managed my risk. And two, it was weaker, right? ES was the one that created a lower low. So I'll go through the trade for you guys. Some free education here, okay? And by the way, we do this every single day in the Discord. I don't go live a lot on YouTube anymore. But I go live every single day at Market Open and trade live with everyone. So we have this consolidation, right? This right here, you can ignore this for now. This is just the CPI drop. This means nothing. It's just meant to take people's liquidity, right? So you're going to see it shoot up and shoot down. The real price action after 8:30, you have this consolidation. Then I saw this manipulation here, right? Now, what I'm looking for is divergence between ES and NQ. ES is the S&P 500. NQ is the NASDAQ. ES made a higher high during this manipulation, or sorry, NQ made a higher high. You can see here. Here's the high. Here's the other one, right? ES, for the same time frame, made a lower high, right? So the way that I trade this model aggressively is when I see the PO3 manipulation and SMT, like I said, you could trade NQ or ES. I chose ES because risk management was a little easier. But I noticed that we closed below the fair value gap here, creating an inverse gap. And we did it on NQ2, right? But ES did it first. So then I shorted it, and my target is the last major swing low. And that's it. And that's all you need. This is the only model. You only need one model to trade to make money every day. That's all you need. It could chop around, for the rest of the day. I don't care. It could chop around for the rest of the day. I don't care. If you want to trade live with me every day, click that first link. If you're on YouTube, click the first link in the chat. This one. If you want to trade live with me every day. Thanks for the trade. Hell yeah, Roberto. Appreciate your donation, man. Thank you. Donated $20 Canadian to St. Jude. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. I've seen the legendary Peter Brandt. Oh, yeah, that guy's a curmudgeon on Twitter. One more trade and I will join. This ain't a fucking bazaar, bro. You either join or you don't. I don't care. It's not like I'm waiting for you to join. I'm waiting for Andrew to join the Discord so I can roll out the red carpet for him and hand him an edible arrangement. You either join or you don't, bro. This ain't a fucking souk. He's like, give me 2 for 1, bro. Give me 2 for 1 and I join. Come on, man. How long till CPI out? You have to wait for another month, September 11th. So stay on this stream until September 11th. Regime, what's going on, girl? Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you, Juan. Thank you so much. What was the short? I just explained it. Andrea Callan says, done for the day. Hell yeah, good job. Took the same exact trade at the same time. Good job, GZ. So far had a trade on crude oil before CPI came out, and a trade on ES, and we're done. Brock, what's going on, Brock Lesnar? Brock Larson is in the Discord, and every time I see his name, I call him Brock Lesnar. Could I do that trade with only like 1K? Yeah. Heisey was on vacation in Europe, but back at it. Hell yeah. Where did you go in Europe? Hope you guys had fun. That's awesome. Can I join the Discord for a couple months to try it out? Yeah, dude. You do whatever you like. No one's going to force you to stay if you don't want to stay. Do you believe the print is positive or negative for the market today? Today doesn't matter. Okay? What happens today does not matter for the print. You have seen time and time again bad news make the market green because obviously liquidity is the most important thing in the market, and all market makers care about is taking liquidity. So if everyone is short, then the market is likely going to turn the other way, and vice versa. On good news, you see red days because same thing, right? It's just running on liquidity. Ooh, that is so bright. It's just running on liquidity. Yo, Z, I need a black man discount on the Mastermind course. Says know thyself. But then I would have to give a Mexican discount, an Arab discount, an Asian discount. Do you think that's fair? Know thyself. I'm black too. Let me get one. What, you guys think I'm black? Is that what it is? So back to your question. Sorry, I got a little distracted by the funny commenting. Back to your question. What happens today doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't have an effect on what's going to happen in a week or a month. Today is the day that market makers and institutions are like, wow, there's going to be so much liquidity today because all these people are going to try and trade CPI. So all today is just going to be liquidity taken back and forth. That's all today is, right? So don't focus on what happens today. Do I think this is positive? Yeah, I think this is positive in general. But I think the unemployment print, the next unemployment rate is going to be crucial because, you know, the reason that recessions are caused are twofold. One, we can't bring inflation down, so they keep cranking up the rates until something breaks. Two, they keep cranking things up and inflation does come down, but then it turns into disinflation, right? It turns into basically a recession where prices now are going down. Disinflation, prices now are going down, wages are going down, unemployment's going up, etc. And that ends up putting us in a recessionary cycle, right? So a lot is going to depend on the next unemployment report. If it comes in hotter than expected, there's going to be a lot of fear that we are now going to be entering a recession. If it comes in better than expected, or as expected, then I think that the market will be a little more calmed down for sure. One day your Egyptian cousins will out you. I'm Italian. Can I get a discount? Can I have a Sweden discount? See what you started. Know thyself. See what you started, bro. Today I'm black. Give me a discount. Now you're going to have people that are self-identifying. You're going to have a bunch of Rachel Dolezals floating around asking for a discount. I blame you. Know thyself. Do you trade ICT? I do use a lot of ICT, yes. Do you own any Palantir? No. I stayed in that short trade. Awesome. Don't forget me when you get rich. You are Mexican. I want my Mexican discount. Do you have a special deal periodically? Really only on Black Friday. Are you from Brooklyn? No, I'm from California. If you want to trade live with me every day, just click that link. Yes, you will get access. I traded daily for 1 year now. Your content is 100% best on this platform. Vicolito, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. From St. Louis. No, I'm not. Regine says, I flew to Paris and was there during the Olympics but didn't see the games. Took a Mediterranean cruise from Venice through Sicily. Oh, man, I am so jealous. Sicily is heaven. Florence is amazing, too. You literally went to my favorite places in Italy. Sicily, Sardinia, and Florence are my favorite places in Italy. And Rome just looks like a museum. You went to Nice. Me and my girl were in south of France a month ago now, but we didn't go to Nice. We went to Bandol, which is like an hour outside of Marseille. South of France is beautiful. Did you like Barcelona or Madrid more? Curious. Going to Sicily, what are your top small towns? Neil Patel. It's not like Sicily's New York, bro. The whole thing is a small town. You're Indian, right? J-Rod says. I'm not a big cruise person, but it was dope. First time in Florence and Sicily. Awesome. I like Madrid more. Yeah, Madrid is more of a metropolitan city for sure. Barcelona's like hobo. I think, I don't know. The restaurants in Madrid are nice. Catalan food is also nice. They have a very different vibe, each of them. But I could see why you'd like Madrid more. Sticking to Taormina. No, dude, don't go to Taormina. Okay, I gotta set you straight. Taormina is where tourists go. It's nice. You will have much funner time going to the west. Go to Palermo, right? That's like the birthplace of the mafia, but they don't have mafia now. Like it's really safe. Go west all the way. Like rent a car, stay in Taormina, right? Have your fun, whatever. Eat cheese and olives and shit. Take a car and go all the way west to Palermo. You will thank me. The difference between Palermo and Taormina. Taormina is beautiful, but it's very like touristy, resorty. But along that whole drive, you're gonna pass by Messina, Cefalù, on your way to Palermo, and then Palermo there's a bunch of beaches and small towns. Have you been to Portugal? Yes. I've been to Portugal, and while it is beautiful, unfortunately, I had a bad experience in Portugal. And I don't have many bad experiences. Going to south of France again in September for work. Okay, good. If you have time, go to Bandol, Regine. Most people don't know what that is. Bandol. Me and my girl loved it there. What's your recommendation? First time Italy visit? Sicily? A good itinerary would be. Hold on. I want to make sure. Where did I take profits at this low? It's probably going to go down here, to be honest. A good itinerary would be Rome, then Florence. It depends how much time you have, right? I would say Rome, Tuscany, then Florence as in the city, like the hills of Tuscany and then Florence. And then take a flight out to Sicily and or Sardinia. This is going to go down here. He's definitely not from Brooklyn. Place to avoid in Portugal? Honestly, I wouldn't say Portugal is somewhere to avoid. I had a bad experience that it wasn't even me, to be honest. But my girl is part Brazilian and she speaks Portuguese, right? But her Portuguese is clearly a Brazilian dialect and not a Portuguese dialect. So in Lisbon, if you don't speak Portuguese, if you're not from Brazil, if you just speak English, you're fine. But unfortunately, there was quite a few ugly experiences because of the fact that they can clearly recognize that someone is Brazilian and not Portuguese, right? It's the same. It's almost similar to experiences of some Mexicans that go to racist areas of Spain, and they clearly speak a Mexican Spanish, right? And some Spaniards will act like they don't understand what you're saying, even though they do. It's like that. Bellagio and Lake Como in the Dolomites in northern Italy are worth a trip in the summer. Yeah, not my type of trip, honestly. It's cool to see, but not my type of trip. I'd much rather be in a place that's more genuine, I would say. like Palermo, super genuine, than somewhere that's upkept for rich celebrities that are not from Italy. Like Lake Como doesn't feel super Italian. You know what I mean? What's your live stream win rate in your Discord? I'll let someone from the Discord answer that, because I can easily tell you it's amazing, but I'll let them tell you. Bahia, Salvador. Yeah, Salvador is a place I haven't been to in Brazil, but I would like to go. Ooh, glad I took profits on oil. I think there might be a trade on gold soon. I think there might be a trade on gold soon, guys. Oh, you do capoeiras? Cool, man. Tony White, appreciate you saying that, bro. Thank you for your honesty. Do you trade the Dow? Sometimes. Not my favorite. I'll trade the Dow when other things don't present themselves. Tony, it's right, Cookie. Oh, what's going on, man? You have like 10 different names. Spy puts printing. You would have been better off with QQQ puts. That shit's down 0.44%. What about Cambodia? You know what? I haven't been there yet. I've been to other parts of Southeast Asia. I haven't been to Cambodia yet. That's on my list. Serrano, thank you, brother. Fun fact, I met Serrano by chance in a Miami airport like 2 years ago. Maybe 2.5 years ago now. Shit, maybe 3 years ago, bro. When was that? I think it was 2021. Yes. It was 2021. Mexico is one of my favorite countries. Mexico is easily one of my favorite countries. Wow, what? I just checked the stream, guys. The fuck? I gave you guys a banger and there's only 300 likes and 7,500 of you came through. How you gonna shit on your boy like that? You guys think that's cool? Come on, man. You gotta encourage others to find the stream. There's only 300 likes and 7,500 people came through. And I gave y'all a banger trade. That's crazy. When will Mastermind open? Soon. We have our last session tonight, and then the new session starts. Which trade is that, bro? I joined late. What are you going to do? Rewind fucking time and take it? Nothing you can do about it now, bro. You'll see it on the tape. I shorted the S&P 500. Mexico versus Brazil. Which one do you prefer? Depends on why you're going and for how long. I'll say that. Gold right now is down, but I'm looking at a potential long here. I might send this out on the Discord, man. Y'all killed me with these likes. 400 likes, 7,600 people rolled through. Michelle. What's going on, girl? The queen is in the house. Heard you used to work in Midtown Toronto. Would you ever come back when you're in NY? I love Toronto, man. I spent a lot of time there. I don't know if it's just gonna be me and you, Neil, sitting in a Chinese restaurant. I don't know. Is that worth it? You better be one hell of a guy for me to come to Toronto just for you, Neil Patel. Depends on how many people are there, bro. I can't host a meetup of one. Just me and Neil Patel out on a date. Z from Brampton. B-Town in the house. Kenya and Ethiopia. Hell yeah, that would be very dope. Would we do a meetup there? Probably not, dude. A meetup, yes. Like a trading seminar, no. I'm not about to try to trade in East Africa on shoddy internet. All right, so we're getting down to the data lows. Is a premium Discord? Yes, and that's not just a course, J-Rod. That's a live mastermind, meaning you get to join every mastermind upcoming. It's a live mastermind. It's not recorded. Like, I teach it live. And we have a class tonight. But yes, you get lifetime access to the Discord. Yes. Hi, I'm new. Well, your name says professional Forex and stock trader. So one of these is a lie, Baldwin. Either you're new or you're a professional. Can't be both. All right. Two things I'm looking at. A potential long on gold. I do want it to get down here first before entertaining this. And waiting for NQ and ES to take out the data lows. These are the lows created by CPI. So waiting for those to get scrubbed. Wow, I could have held this short a lot longer. Waiting for those to get scrubbed. And then might entertain a long. Are you the guy yelling at TV ads? Track day at Chuckwalla. Oh, hell yeah. I would love a track day. Do they allow motorcycles there, or is it just cars? Do you know? What are you waiting for on gold? I don't know how many ways I can say the same thing. Also, get this thing up to 500 likes if you want me to get you another play. Y'all leeching off these fire-ass plays. Juan, thank you, brother. Thank you for the donation, man. Thank you for watching, too. I'll see you next time, man. Is the access to the Discord the same as the premium? No. You get access to the mastermind, as I said. If you are just on the monthly, you don't get access to the mastermind. Chasing cash. What is the blue cap for? Divya Sasidaran. Why are you here, dude? Why are you here? Why are you here? Chasing cash. Who's capping on what? Peep the comment above. Yeah, I don't know why Divya is here. Aisha, what's going on? I'm around my wife and kids as I'm trading. No cursing. 1, get some goddamn headphones. 2, this ain't your show, bro. It's mine. Does this look like a family show? This ain't Sesame Street. Don't tell me what to do, bro. The hell? This fool act like he runs shit. He's like, give me a free trade. Also, don't fucking curse. Because I'm in a room with my family and I'm too cheap to buy headphones. The hell? I'd never try to tell another grown man what to do, man. I will figure it out myself. Like, if I'm in a room with my family, I would never tell another grown man, I want to watch you and I want you to give me a free trade, but don't do this. No, I would go and find some headphones, get you a pair of these, and put them in my wet ears so that I can leech another free trade off you. That's what I would do. That's what a real man would do. So go find some headphones. Why wet, bro? I don't know. I just imagine him having wet ears for some reason. Oh, Divya, I get you, bro. Thanks for clarifying. Just connected the stream to my speaker? What? The beats are cracking up? Dude, that's not on me. Milan, that's on you, bro. That's not on me. Okay? You decided to play me at the beach on the loudspeaker. Daryl Shipley, appreciate you, man. Thank you for your donation. I'm in church with you on speaker. My earbuds broke. Tone it down. Oh, man. I hope this doesn't happen. I could see a world in which we keep trending down today. Do you trade here mostly on Discord? No, hell no. If I traded here every day, my brain would melt. I trade every day on the Discord at Market Open. Vicolito says, bro wants 100 pips and family friendly. He's like, give me 100 pips, But keep it family friendly, please. Ravi, what's going on, bro? Are we expecting a drop into options expirations? I have no idea what that means. Options expire every week. Was CPI report good? No, the CPI report actually said that the world was going to end by end of year. So, not very good. What do you think could trigger a downturn from this point? Do you believe the market will hold steady until the election results are announced? I think that it's too early for a bear market. Let's just say that. Can you do Chinese accent impersonation? Pretty good. Are you interested in CLH below 40? I'm not buying any more Celsius. I did buy some Celsius, I think at like 50, and I'm just going to hold that until next year. What happened with CPI? Why no big down? Why no big movement? My God. I already traded, dude. If you just joined, I already traded. I already took a short on ES. That was my trade. Okay. So NQ, yes, Ankit, exactly. So NQ took the data lows, and ES just tapped them. $11 more likes, guys. Get this to 500 likes. If the Fed cut in September, you expect the market will tank, but other analysts said it's not because there are some time in the past the Fed cut and nothing happened. Okay, name me one of those times. Go ahead. Name me one of those times that the Fed cut. And nothing happened. I would love to know this. Okay, so I'm on NAS sell. Yeah, we already took a short. We already shorted, dude. We closed our position already. What do you like about the Dow? This is horrible. I appreciate you, John Thompson. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. This is horrible. I don't like the Dow here. Oh, damn. That was a golden opportunity on the Russell 2000. Know thyself. I just got the Mastermind course. I've been with you since 2020. You made me 10 to 20 times that easy. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, man. And welcome. And I'm glad I made you money too. Just a side story. I'm a professional trader taking a sabbatical this year, traveling the world. I want to create a YouTube channel to show my travels while I trade. And it appears the handle has already been taken by you. Sorry? Do you need 25K to trade futures? No. Also, you could trade a prop account. You should take a rest, bro. You look tired. Yeah, dude. I was up with your mom all night. You can blame her. But at least it hasn't affected my trading. So tell her thank you. Blame her first and then tell her thank you. Because it allowed me to give you all a fire trade. This is the dumbass that was begging for more trades. Actually, no, he was saying if you give me one more free trade, then I will join. I ain't waiting for you, bro. I don't give a shit. What's going on, Kenan? Thanks, Andrew's mom. Yes, we got to all thank Andrew's mom. Motherfucker, I got up at 5 a.m. to stream for you. Slide me a trade. People think this is the fucking bazaar. They think this is the souk. Brother, look, I swear. If you give me discount, I will buy today. You give me discount today, I buy today. Wallah, I promise. That's how motherfuckers be treating trade alerts. Ooh. Oh, NQ looks weak. Damn, I wanted to long this, but NQ looks weak. Which part of the U.S. are you in? South Dakota. Los Breezy. I would like to see if we can close above this. So we tapped into something down here, right? The 4-hour fair value gap on NQ. ES far away from it. ES much stronger than NQ today. Much, much stronger. So NQ tapped into that 4-hour fair value gap. Wait until they announce a rate increase? No, they wouldn't announce a rate increase. I love how all these like wild conspiracies come out as if it's like so out of the realm of possibility for them to just hold rates. Like, it has to be, oh, they're going to come out and raise rates. No, I don't think they're going to raise rates. It's either going to be a hold or a cut. Why are people spamming the chat like this? Wait a minute. Dude. NMG, what's going on? I think we might be getting along here soon. I think we might be getting along here soon. WAP is just a platform you sign up on, and Discord is the platform. So WAP is just the payment system. Good news or bad news? Go back to that, bro. So we hit the 4-hour fair value gap on an NQ. If we can close above this, I think there's a long in play. Otherwise, there's more downside. 45K or 70K? What the hell does that mean? Oh my God. All the annoying latecomers jumping through the chat. Yes, the next Mastermind is going to release in 2 weeks. Already bought CMG. Do what you like. Amir, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate your donation to St. Jude. Thank you, brother. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Starbucks giving back today? Yeah, that was an insane pump on... like, good news, I guess, but... Shahid Khan, were you ever in the Discord? Which Shahid Khan is this? I know that's a common name in Pakistan, but... were you ever in the Discord? Trip Nation, make your own decisions, bro. Buy whatever stocks you think are good. Don't just buy random tickers because someone else bought them. Like, do your analysis on the company. Do your research. Look at the balance sheet. Look at the income statement. Look at the growth. Look at the projections. People just ask YouTubers questions and then literally design their whole retirement portfolios based on that. It's crazy. Long gold? Not yet. Not yet. I thought that was the Shahid. What's going on, bro? When are you gonna run a discount? I don't know. Thanksgiving? All right. I want to see if there's a buy on NASDAQ here. want to join but could use the help. Bro, this ain't a charity. Either you join or you don't. Like, what's with all the trepidation? Either you join or you don't, bro. All good. Whichever way, all good. Why do you look at both SPX and ES? I don't look at SPX at all. I look at ES and NQ. All right, I'm going to put people on timeout. These people are annoying. What do you think about small caps right now? I'm not a small cap investor, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. If I was going to invest in small caps, it would just be in the Russell 2000, but I think people get allured by cheap stock prices, and so they buy really shitty companies and hope that they go up. You're much better off buying mega caps on discounts. All in on Tesla? I wouldn't advise that, but it's up to you. Okay, this G guy is annoying as shit too. Just spamming the chat. Stock market is weird today? Not really. Not really. We shorted it for a reason, and now it's just looking for a base. I wouldn't call it weird at all. Yeah, I mean, if you want to try to make a living off picking small caps, that's fine. That's not my investment style, so do what you like, man. If you find that you have an edge, great. All right, NASDAQ is super weak here. Yeah, the VIX going down, Siddhartha, the VIX going down while the market is down, even though this is, to me, this is like a flat day, right? The ES is only down 0.08%. So this is definitely a flat day. So the VIX still making a new low, a new recent low while the market is going down. I think you're right. That is a good sign. Are you Pakistani? Oh, my God. I don't know that I look that. For all you Pakistanis in the chat, do I look Pakistani? Aside from me being able to do the accent, I trust Aisha's assessment. Zayn Malik isn't he half white? Shoaib Khan says not at all. See, I trust Shoaib too. Kurdish. I'm not Kurdish, but I would say Kurdish is probably a better guess than Pakistani. Puerto Rican. That's a better guess than Pakistani too. Okay, I think this is Turkish? No, I don't look Turkish, bro. Sudani. If Kurdish is a better guess than Pakistani and you're Iranian? No, I'm not Iranian at all. Looks like Yemeni. Okay, Yemeni's a better guess than Iranian. All right, I think I'm waiting to see if NQ can give us a bullish signal here. ES already did, but there's now a discrepancy. If we can close above this, I'll probably long NASDAQ. I think Nvidia has an up move today too. I told family and friends to jump in on VIX puts at 66. I told you. I told you short the VIX. God damn it, Tesla can't ever keep a fucking rally afloat. As long as we stay inside this green candle, we're fine. The Fed cut 50 basis points. Palantir, yeah, I think. Unfortunately, Palantir's highs was at 45, but that was due to a meme pump back in the Wall Street Bets days during the pandemic. Do you think this is a fake dump? I don't know. How do you define fake? And how do you define dump? ES is only down 0.14%, so this is not really a dump. All right, so we are digging into that 4-hour fair value gap. This is why we don't prematurely long it. And it looks like ES is going to tap it too. So this is why I didn't long it earlier when some of you were like, "Oh, it's going to go up. It's going to go up." Stop laughing at people losing a trade. I didn't laugh at anyone losing a trade. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What is this idiot talking about? Okay, whatever, dude. I don't even know if anyone's in a trade. I'm not laughing at anyone's trade. I'm explaining what I'm looking at, bro. The hell? Anyway, whatever. All I'm saying is the reason that I didn't long it, even though ES did look strong, is because NQ looked weak. So we couldn't close above this fair value gap here. And that's why I didn't take a long, even though people were saying ES is going to go up. I was waiting for NQ to come along for the ride, but it showed weakness. So now we are completely mitigating that 4-hour fair value gap, and ES tagged that 4-hour fair value gap. So I'm not doing anything yet until we get clarity and both of them show strength, or both of them show weakness. But one showing a tiny bit of strength and the other one not. This right here is what causes people to long, right? And the market ends up dumping on them, using them as liquidity. So this is why whoever was asking before, I keep cycling between NASDAQ and ES, because just because ES looks good, and this might have made you want to long it. We even broke structure, by the way. We broke market structure. So this is a fake out. But if you're looking at NQ, you would know that the market still doesn't want to go up. I don't even know why you pay attention to half the comments. You're right, dude. You're right. I don't know why. As a beginner and only having Robinhood, would that work for the Discord? Not if you want to trade futures. Now, you could look at say if I like earlier I shorted ES, right? You could look at that and buy SPY puts, for instance, but in my view, it's not my preferred way of trading. So could you technically do that while trading on Robinhood? Yes, you can. You can buy SPY puts when I'm shorting ES, or buy SPY calls when I'm longing ES, right? Not my preferred way of trading. But technically you could, but you cannot trade futures. You would have to trade the options that are the most equivalent. Do you ever trade QQQ? I trade NASDAQ, dude. I trade futures. I trade NASDAQ and ES. If you wanted to, you could trade the equivalent in SPY and QQQ. XYZ, appreciate you, man. Thank you for saying that. Gold, not yet a long. Not yet a long. So for those of you that were saying long gold, not yet. But now that we took out these equal lows here, into that, I believe that's a 4-hour, or is that the daily? I believe that's a daily fair value gap. I mean, whatever futures platform you have available to you, Interactive Brokers, Tradeovate. I recommend people who have never traded futures go with a prop firm. So you can open up like a Top Step account or an Apex account, and you can trade an evaluation. And if you pass that, then you get shifted to a real money account. And I would say if you're new to futures, go that route, because while you're learning, it's the cheapest way to learn. Because if you lose, you just lose a small fee. So you pay like $40 for an evaluation account, right? If you pass that, then you get shifted to a real money account. If you don't pass it, you only lose the $40. If you are trading real money and you're trying futures, and you lost, then you're losing hundreds or thousands of dollars. Have you tried trading futures on Webull? No, I don't use Mickey Mouse platforms, dude. No. They have short ETF on Robinhood. Have you ever traded that? They have short ETFs on everything. It's not just Robinhood. And again, I would much rather trade futures. Yeah, JP Therapy. I have no idea, bro. Wow, almost 10,000 people joined the stream. That's crazy. Ay. Same questions over and over and over and over again. Again, Tradeovate, Interactive Brokers, whatever you have available to you. If you're new, I would recommend going the proper route so you don't get your ass handed to you, so you could trade on Top Step or Apex. Z looking like emo Emperor Palpatine. That's funny. Whee! All right, let's see us close above this bitch. So violent, bro. 1050 macro coming up. Interactive is offshore. Bro, use Google. All right? Kenny Murphy. Go on Google, do some research, find out what broker you can use in your country. All right? You can type all these questions into Google. ES is definitely stronger than NQ. Still can't close above that 2 minute. Excuse me 1 second. AMC, check the charts. No, thanks. Wow. Guys, if you already joined the stream and you're 2 hours late, then just rewind the tape to look at the trades we took. Yes, we had good gains today. Thank God. And now I'm looking for another trade. What is your thoughts on the CPI report today? That's my thoughts. Has it come out yet? No. CPI hasn't come out yet. It will come out in a month. So stay on the stream for another month. Upside or downside? Lopside. Anonymous, appreciate you. Thank you so much for donating $20. Thank you so much. Come on, give us something for 1050. I need a sign for 1050, baby. Wow, super weak, man. Just give me a nice optimal play. Yeah, Vicolito. The stock market goes from left to right. It goes east-west. You're right. Not north-south. So I'm looking for longs on gold if it sets up, but it's got to set up properly. That's what I'm looking at throughout the day. We already took a short on the S&P 500. Now looking for signs that it wants to go long. Time to enter on NQ? Go ahead, bro. Do your thing. All right, both NQ and ES closed above. ES is stronger for sure. NQ took out most of the 4-hour fair value gap while ES tapped it. If I long one, it'll be ES. Okay. Bounce off the 50-day EMA. Yeah, I don't trade with EMAs. Okay, I'm in an ES long here. after we tap that IFVG. $10.50. Okay. I think maybe we can get to 54.70.25. Okay, good for you, bro. Use whatever works for you, bro. I don't like this. What I see on the 30-minute. So 8:30 open is right here. And midnight open is 5457.75. Right around here. I would love to say I keep track of your accounting each trade. What does that mean? Keep track of my accounting. Where's midnight on NQ? $19,108.25. Right there. Okay, we need to get above midnight on ES. If we're above midnight, then we're in the clear. This position is already up 125 per contract. We're going to see some resistance here at midnight, but my goal is to take profits at 54.70.25. So I want to see if we can get there. Nice push. Nice push. Now we created a breaker here. You see this? This is a breaker right here. But we're still at midnight. We need a nice push here. And I'll take it, and we're within the 1050 macro, so, and I'll take it at 54.70.25. That's where I'll take profits. Interesting how IWM isn't moving. Yeah, I'm not worried about IWM right now. Up 200 on this, guys. Up 200 on this. If it gets to my profits up here, it'll be up like 760. If it can get up here. Man, who else trades with you guys on live, man? I gave you all a banger trade earlier. This is my third trade of the day. I had a long on oil, took profits, a short on ES, and now a long on ES. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I hope we don't get hamstrung at 8:30. I want to see us take full profit up here. Up 300, guys. At what price did you buy? It's staring you at the face. 54.55. Matter of fact, that's where I'm going to put my stop limit at break even. Free trade now. Keep going, baby. Keep going, baby. Hopefully it's a low resistance liquidity run. I want to see us take that 54. Where's my exit? 54.70.25. That's where I want to get to. We'll just let it play out. Tesla up or down? What's your prediction? I don't know, bro. Whatever you want. I don't know. Up or down? I don't know. How would I know what they announced during Robotaxi? I have no idea. Unless you know Elon Musk. NQ flying, they're both going, bro. That's why we took the trade. I'm sure ES will follow. What are you looking at? Look at them. They're both going. I know. I don't know what this guy's talking about. ES will get there. ES is actually above midnight, so it's ahead of NQ. How long did it take you to start making bank off the market? Like consistently, 3 years, I think. Around there, 3 years. These people got to be trolling. You'd be surprised. Unfortunately, they're not. All right, I'm going to go get some more coffee. Hopefully we get to my profit target. We're still at over 300 per contract on this trade. How much do you make? Enough to keep your mom happy. I don't know. I aim for, I don't have a daily goal. Some days it's in the thousands, some days it's in the hundreds. This is my third trade of the day, so this would put me up in the thousands today. But I'm going to keep this as is. See if we can get to that buy-side liquidity up here, 54.70. Man, you're stuck in the 90s? Okay, bro, you're on the stream. I don't know what to tell you. You're on the stream trying to tell me how to run my stream. Go to another stream. I gave you guys 3 live trades. Like, go to another stream. Find another stream that's giving you 3 live trades. I don't have to do this. Trust me. After this, I'm going to go back and hide in the Discord. All right, so we're coming up on oof. All right, let's push through this, guys. Let's push through this. Let's push through this. Push through 830, baby girl. Let's go. Yeah, ES is stronger than NQ right now. So hopefully I can get to my profit target on ES before NQ takes a dive. I had a short, was up 1,300. I'm struggling to take profit. Any suggestions? I don't know how you trade, dude. You're not going to learn how to trade from a chat box. I'll tell you that much. My suggestion is keep trading and figure out what your kinks are and why you keep not taking profit and fix it. Come on. All right, we're above 412, guys. We're above 400. Let's go. Let's go. 425, 450. Let's go. Hell yeah. Please give me that buy side. I locked in my profits. Hell yeah. Oh, we're up at 500. We're up at 500. All right. Taking this at 500, guys. Much more than 2 to 1. Hell yeah. We're 3 for 3 today. And you know what's so sad about this, guys? I'm going to show you what's so sad about this. 10,000 of you joined. 10,200. I gave you 3 trades. Not 1, not 2, 3. Did any of them lose? No. CL long, ES short, ES long. And I only got 568 likes. This is a travesty. This is why I don't come on YouTube, bro. This is why I don't come on YouTube. It's like I'd much rather just hide out in the Discord and do this every single day. If you want to trade live with me every day, click that first link at the top of the chat. Come trade live with me every day. I gave you 3 for 3. At least drop a like. At least drop a like. Ay. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you. You will cook there on TikTok. Oh, I'm not even on TikTok, bro. I can't even bother with TikTok. You got to come with the fresh haircut if you want automatic likes. Let me find out, bro. I'm going to do some opposition research on you. Let me find out. Let me find out you a bald motherfucker talking to me like this. Hold on. Okay. You're not bald. I'll give you that. You're not even receding, unless this is an old picture. But you can't have like a haircut that you would get at a Turkish salon for $5 talking about I need to get a fresher haircut. It looks like you never seen a fade in your life, bro. I rolled out of bed at 5 a.m. to give you 3 fire trades. And you still want to talk about I didn't get a haircut for you for the stream? Come on, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's not much to dunk on here. If you were balding, it would be funnier. You got some good hair, but you look like you never got a fade in your life. All right? You get your haircut at the Turkish uncle spot down the street for $5, and he offers you some tea and a little Turkish delight. I'm just messing with you, bro. I appreciate you. Après Wahin? What kind of name is that? I never heard that name. Appreciate your donation to St. Jude's. Thank you, man. Thank you for your $20 to St. Jude's. I have a fresh fade right now. Come on, dude. The Turkish uncles don't get fades. They all cut your hair the same way. They'll ask you what you want, and then they'll just do the same haircut that they gave to the last 10 motherfuckers. Jacobo Ben Cosmi. Thank you for your donation, bro. Appreciate you. Barely few comments, no support. Only benefits from Z. Unfair. Ravi, appreciate you, man. Thank you for having my back. Who is Tony White with your logo? Tony is a longtime member of the Discord. All right, guys. Appreciate you. 3 for 3 on stream. Go back and watch it if you want an explanation of why I took the trades, etc. But thank you guys for joining. I don't know when I'll be back on YouTube. You guys just want free trades and no love. But if you want to stream with me on a real note, if you want to stream with me every day, click that link in the first comment. I go live every single day with the Discord. But I appreciate you guys. If I offended anybody, I'm just messing with you. It's a joke, I promise. And I'll see you guys on the next one. But thank you. Peace.